Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Easy English Daily. I'm Emma. Today, we're going to learn English for a very common everyday situation. We're going to the hair salon. Maybe you want a new haircut. Maybe you want to make an appointment. Or maybe you simply want to ask the stylist to cut your hair a little shorter. These conversations can seem difficult when you're learning English, but don't worry. Today, we'll learn simple phrases that you can use at a real hair salon. By the end of this part, you'll know how to make an appointment, explain what kind of haircut you want, and talk about the length and style of your hair. Let's get started.
Hi everyone, I'm Alex. I'm excited about today's lesson. Actually, I need a haircut soon, but I sometimes don't know exactly what to say at a salon. I know words like short and long, but I don't know how to explain the haircut I want.
That's a very common problem, Alex, and that's exactly what we're going to practice today. Let's start with the first step. Before you go to a hair salon, you can make an appointment. An appointment is a planned time to meet someone or receive a service. You can call the salon and say, "I'd like to make an appointment." Let's practice that sentence together.
I'd like to make an appointment.
Excellent. Everyone listening, repeat after me. I'd like to make an appointment. Pause. Very good. You can also say, "Do you have any appointments available today?" This means you want to know if the salon has a free time for you. Let's practice.
Do you have any appointments available today?
Perfect. Now imagine the receptionist asks, "What time would you like?" You can answer, "Do you have anything available at 3 o'clock?" Or simply, 3 o'clock would be great.
So I can say, do you have anything available at 4 o'clock?
Exactly. That's a natural way to ask. Now, let's imagine your appointment is booked. You arrive at the salon. The receptionist smiles and says, "Hello, how can I help you?" You can say, "Hi, I have an appointment at 3 o'clock. Let's practice.
Hi, I have an appointment at 3 o'clock.
Excellent. That's a very useful sentence. Now, let's talk about the most important part, your haircut. The stylist may ask, "What would you like today?" This means, what kind of haircut do you want? You can simply say, "I'd like a haircut, please."
I'd like a haircut, please.
Great. But maybe you don't want a completely new haircut. Maybe you just want a small change. Then you can say, "I'd like a trim, please." A trim means cutting a small amount of hair to make it look neat. For example, if your hair is already the right length, but the ends are too long, you can ask for a trim.
So if I don't want to change my hairstyle, I can say, I'd like a trim, please.
Exactly. That's a very useful phrase. Let's practice both. Repeat after me. I'd like a haircut, please. Pause. I'd like a trim, please. Pause. Excellent.
What if I want my hair shorter?
That's easy. You can say, "I'd like to cut my hair short." Or, "I'd like my hair a little shorter." The second sentence is useful when you don't want a big change. For example, "Just a little shorter, please." Let's practice.
Just a little shorter, please.
Perfect. Now, here's an important sentence. If you're worried about the stylist cutting too much, you can say, "Please don't cut it too short." This is very useful. Let's say it together.
Please don't cut it too short.
Excellent. That sentence could save your hairstyle.
Definitely. I think I've said that before.
I'm sure many people have. Now, let's talk about the course here. You can talk about top, the sides, and the back. For example, you might say, "I'd like to keep the top long." Or, "Can you cut the sides shorter?" Or, "Please trim the back." These are simple but very useful sentences.
I'd like to keep the top long. Can you cut the sides shorter? Please trim the back.
Excellent. Your blood eating is getting better. Let's ask one more. Bangs. Bangs are the hair that falls over the forehead. For example, you can say, I'd like to keep my bangs long. Or, can you trim my bangs? Repeat after me.
Can you trim my bangs?
Very good. Now, let's talk about washing your hair. At some salons, the stylist may ask, would you like me to wash your hair? You can answer, yes, please. Or, no, thank you. You can also ask, could you wash my hair first?
And what about shampoo?
Good question. What is the product you clean your hair? Conditioner is another hair product that helps make your hair soft and smooth. You don't need to use complicated sentences. You can simply say, can you wash my hair, please? Let's practice.
Can you wash my hair, please?
Now, let's put everything together in a short conversation. I'll be the stylist. You are the customer. Ready?
Ready.
Hello. Welcome. Do you have an appointment?
Yes, I have an appointment at 3 o'clock.
Great. What would you like today?
I'd like a haircut, please.
Of course. How short would you like it?
Just a little shorter, please. I'd like to keep the top long.
Sure. Would you like me to cut the sides shorter?
Yes, please. And please don't cut it too short.
No problem. Would you like me to wash your hair first?
Yes, please.
Excellent. That was a very natural salon conversation.
I think I can do that now.
That's exactly what we want. Let's finish part 1 with a quick review. Everyone listening, repeat after me. I'd like a haircut, please. Pause. I have an appointment at 3 o'clock. Pause. I'd like a haircut, please. Pause.
I'd like a trim, please. Pause. Just a little shorter, please. Pause. Please don't cut it too short. Pause. I'd like to keep the top long. Pause. Can you cut the sides shorter? Pause. Can you wash my hair first? Pause. Fantastic! I learned a lot today. Now I know how to make an appointment and explain what kind of haircut I want. And we're not finished yet. In part 2, we'll learn how to talk about hairstyles, hair color, the final result, the price, and how to pay at the salon. We'll also do a longer, real-life conversation from beginning to end. So keep practicing these phrases.
Hello, everyone! Welcome back to Easy English Daily. I'm Emma. This is part 2 of our lesson, At the Hair Salon. In part 1, we learned how to make an appointment, ask for a haircut, talk about the length of your hair, and ask the stylist to cut specific parts of your hair. Today, we're going to continue our salon conversation. We'll learn how to talk about hairstyles, hair color, washing and drying your hair, checking the final haircut, asking about the price, and paying at the salon. Let's get started.
Hi, everyone. I'm back. I really enjoyed part 1. Now I know how to say, I'd like a trim, and please don't cut it too short. But I have another question. What if I want a specific hairstyle?
That's a great question. If you have a specific hairstyle in mind, you can explain it to the stylist. For example, you can say, I'd like this hairstyle. If you have a picture on your phone, you can show it to the stylist and say, can you make my hair look like this? That's a very useful sentence.
Can you make my hair look like this?
Excellent! You can also say, I'd like something simple. Or, I'd like a modern hairstyle. Or, I'd like a short hairstyle. Let's practice. Repeat after me. I'd like something simple. Pause. I'd like a modern hairstyle. Pause. I'd like a short hairstyle. Pause. Very good.
What if I don't know which hairstyle looks good on me?
That's completely fine. You can ask the stylist for advice. You can say, what hairstyle would you recommend? Or, What do you think would look good on me? These are natural questions. Let's practice the first one.
What hairstyle would you recommend?
Perfect. That's a very useful phrase. Now, let's talk about hair color. Maybe you want to change your hair color. You can say, I'd like to color my hair. Or, I'd like to dye my hair. You can then tell the stylist the color you want. For example, I'd like to dye my hair brown. Or, I'd like to dye my hair black. Or, I'd like to try a lighter color.
Is dye the same as color?
In everyday conversation, they can have a very similar meaning. Dye your hair means to change your hair color using hair dye. Color your hair is also very common. So you can say, I'd like to color my hair. It's simple and natural.
I'd like to color my hair.
Excellent. Now let's talk about washing and drying. After the haircut, the stylist may ask, would you like me to dry your hair? You can say, yes, please. Or, no, thank you. I'll dry it at home. You can also say, could you style it, please? This means you want the stylist to arrange your hair in a particular way.
Could you style it, please?
Very good. Now imagine the stylist has finished your haircut. They may ask, how does it look? You can say, it looks great. Or, I really like it. Or, it's perfect. Thank you. These are friendly ways to show that you are happy with the haircut.
What if I don't like it?
That's an important situation. You should be polite, but you can explain what you'd like to change. For example, could you make the sides a little shorter? Or could you trim the back a little more? Or I'd like it a little shorter, please. You don't need to be rude. Just explain what you want.
Could you make the sides a little shorter?
Perfect. That's polite and clear. Now let's talk about the price. You can ask, how much does it cost? Or how much is the haircut? Let's practice.
How much does it cost? How much is the haircut?
Excellent. You can also ask, can I pay by card? This is useful if you don't have cash.
Can I pay by card?
Exactly. Or you can ask, do you accept cash? And the stylist can tell you which payment methods are available.